Welcome to Graya Overload. I'm Anthony, and I want to talk a little bit about the Microsoft Store and the warranty experience. I bought my Surface Pro 4 about 2 years ago. I bought my wife's earlier than I bought mine, but she has a i5 version. I have the i7, and mine was just getting to a point where I would set it down on the table, leave for 2 hours, come back to it, and the battery was dead. It wouldn't even go to sleep. It would just turn off, and I boot it back up, and it'd be like, yeah, you shut down unexpectedly. Yeah, I see that, but why? You should be going to sleep. You have a battery. You should be, and you know when you're discharging that you should be able to just go to sleep and it should be okay. But that was not the case, and so my wife's Surface is fine, but mine was just having issues, and even just some keyboard issues, always asking me if I want to go into tablet mode and whatever. And I've been delaying it. It was happening for a couple months, and I got to the point where, okay, I'm going to take this into the store. I first made a phone call to Microsoft to see if there's anything there. They told me it would be a week turnaround. I was not really pleased with the week turnaround. I said, well, can I just take it to the store? I live in Wisconsin here, near Milwaukee area, and so I can get to that specialty store in Milwaukee and in the Milwaukee area. And so I was like, well, can I just take it down there and have them swap it out, because I do recording on it, right? So I'm doing all the recording here. So I was like, the week time frame is not going to work for me. I can probably work around it, but it's just going to ruin my workflow. And so I was hoping to get something done that day, so that then I can basically keep my workflow, get everything continue to go, and be okay with having the device and get it all set up the way I would like over the next day or so. And so this was on Monday that I decided to drive down and go to the Microsoft Store. And I went down there, and the support there was excellent. I have to say, there was no waiting around. They basically, I called up earlier and tech support, explained the whole problem and everything. I do a lot of testing on stuff before I go and I call support. One thing is that I want to kind of vet everything before, especially tech stuff, so that when I'm calling them, I have a lot of background details, so they don't have to walk through 1,000 different things. I like it when they appreciate that I've done that, and they acknowledge that it was very helpful. And that's what kind of Microsoft did. And I appreciate that very much, because sometimes it can be very trying when I have to repeat steps that I've tried 4 or 5 times, and I know it's not going to work. But Microsoft right away, talking to them, they did a great job. They were able to swap out the device right there, and they're a small specialty store, so they don't have that much stuff on there. And since the Surface, I do have a powerful desktop to do all my rendering, but this is, got a nice camera and everything to do recording. So they were able to be very helpful and everything else. Now, there was a transition where, some people had to leave because their shift was over, but the transition over was great. They handed me off, and they had somebody there that was able to basically help me if I needed it. And one thing I like to do is when I get that new device, I like to set it up there just in case something were to come up. Let's say, heaven forbid, you get a bad device right on spot, but that was not the case. And this device has been working great since a couple days ago when I did the swap out. I really do appreciate it. I can't say enough how great that support was at the Milwaukee Microsoft Store. I was just impressed. I've dealt with a lot of tech support, a lot of warranty support, whatever you want to call it, and this was phenomenal. I'm very, very pleased. I think I told 4 or 5 different people I'm raving about how great the support was. I happen to take their surveys too when they send them, saying, hey, how was the support? I have done that, and I gave them perfect scores because that's how great it was. So I really do appreciate how they were able to go through, get everything done, iron it out, and basically, straight out take care of me as a customer. This is going to make me come back to them for, other products, and I'll probably upgrade Surfaces at some point here. And that's the impressive thing. That's the thing that I want to see, because when you're earning my business through customer support like that, I remember that, and I will be back. And by the way, there's many people out there that are the same way, And I bet that those people are also recommending when they get that great customer support. And I'll be recommending Microsoft Store support as long as it continues like this, because I was super impressed. I was so glad that it made it so seamless. There was no headaches on my part, no stress. It was just in and out, get all my stuff set up that I need to, and I was able to leave. And I was very happy. Like, that made my day, made it much easier. I didn't have to worry about dreading, going and trying to do warranty support, wait a week. It was in and out. I was very thankful for it. So that was my experience. And so I want to know what your experiences are. I want to know, to see if you have the same experience as me or not. And so leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to read it and take a look and to see what it all is. But my experience here in Milwaukee, I can't recommend them more highly. They did a great job. So just keep that in mind the next time you're out and you have your Microsoft product, or you're going to buy one, that in the Milwaukee area they did an excellent job. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to support Graya Overload and help this channel grow. I really appreciate it. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Graya Overload. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe.